No? You don't like that?
No, it freaks me out, but it's such a reality. Have you ever, like, you know, you hear the little scurrying around, right?
Oh, yeah.
Again, you'd pay anybody any amount of money to come
get
into your
them out of
house
there.
and do it.
Yep.
But watch out, figured it out. Another one that sold out. Another one we're restocking. Another one. Oh, 700 orders today.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised.
And again, it's the concentrate, just like we were talking with the bugs, right? It's gonna give you, again, another 8 bottles.
Yep.
That you're getting.
Yep.
But you were saying the levels is different?
Yeah.
That's why this.
So here's why the levels are different
Okay.
in this one. The levels of the mints, because unlike the bugs that smell through their bodies, so to speak, okay, these guys smell through their noses like we do. So we smell this and we're like, beautiful, fresh, clean mint, okay? They smell it and they're like, get me out of here right now, I can't stand this. And the reason is that we have 400 olfactory sensors in our head, our nose, you know, where we smell, okay? They have 1,000. So it's almost 3 times as much sensitivity to smell, which is why before when I said, you know, if you sprayed it and you can't smell it anymore, you think like, oh gosh, I got to reapply. You don't have to reapply because they can still smell it. Whether you smell it or not, the rodents can smell it. And here's the other thing too. When you talk about rodents, right? Most people think rodents, they think rats and mice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is effective on all rodents. And what I mean by that is, look what we got on the table here. It's going to work on your rats and your mice, and it's going to work on gophers, and it's going to work on raccoons, and it's going to work on chipmunks. It's going to work on squirrels. It's going to work on moles. It's going to work on voles. You know, anything. Did you know there's 47 different species that are considered to be rodents? 47. Think about that. So any of them, this is going to work on. And this is another product where, let's say you've got a bird feeder. You literally can spray this on the bird feeder to keep the squirrels out.
Okay, so we had squirrels that were finding ways into our attic.
Yes.
Right? And then sometimes they pass away up there. Once they get in, they can't get out.
What a delightful
And so we
aroma.
were trying to figure out how to get rid of these squirrels. That whatever. We called one of those, like, wild man.
Yeah,
like,
to come out.
Yeah, to come, you know, comes with the hat and, you know, pulled up and he came into our attic and
Going
he's like,
on safari in your house.
Yeah, he came thousands of dollars.
To get rid of them.
Thousands.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, pay us up front.
Right.
Do the things.
I think not.
And I was like, no thank you, but I needed to find a way.
Yeah.
Who knew this was such an easy way to do it?
And so simple to do and so pleasant, you know.
Yes.
Because, I mean, all right, we talked earlier about how when it comes to bugs, you got all the different things that you can buy to get rid of bugs. When you get to your rodents, it becomes, you know, just downright medieval, the ways that we get rid of them. I mean, we got traps to kill. And with rodents, you don't just shoo rodents away. You know, usually you kill them, okay? So to your point, they smell really bad when they're dead, especially if you don't get them. So you've got your regular mouse traps, okay? Like one of these little guys right here. All right, you've got your mouse traps. We've got, this is actually rat poison right here. It looks exactly like my dog's favorite little dental chewies, okay? I don't want this anywhere near kids and pets. We've got, we've got the sticky pads right here.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, these are awful because that's a horrible, cruel death. You got regular traps right here. All of these things, okay, this is actually for fleas. I don't know why that's on this side of the table. But all these things are ways that you could kill. If you want to play amateur exterminator, you could kill these pests. Wouldn't it be easier just to spray something that smells really nice and get rid of them? And here's the thing, and here's why you want to do that. A couple reasons, actually. So this is a little, you know, mouse or a rat that's on there and a nickel. Now, the reason why we've got them on there is not because he's trying to get the nickel. It's because he could fit through a hole that size.
Yes.
So you could have a mouse or a rat that'll fit through the hole the size of a nickel. Think about that for a second. So that's why, like, for instance, in my case, I actually had a mouse, or no, it was a rat that got into my garage through the eaves of the house, right? Ate through my air conditioning lines. Do you think that was cheap to have that repaired? No, not cheap to have that repaired whatsoever. The biggest problem a lot of people have with, you know, squirrels and mice and rats outside is they get under the hood of their car and they eat through the wiring. It happened to my wife Kelly.
Crazy.
It happened to my wife Kelly. They did not. I did not let it get so far that they got through the wiring, but I could see that they were trying to build a nest inside the car. Okay, inside her engine compartment, and they scratched at the all the heat seals on the inside of the car. You could see where their claws were. I sprayed the mint in there now. Not only does her Jeep smell wonderful, but we don't have that problem. You know why they go after the cars, though? The wiring? Because you would think that they would make it out of rubber, the wiring. It's not. It's soy-based. Soy. Soy is food. So to them, it's nice and warm in there. There's shelter from the wind and the elements.
It's like a condo. They
And
love
there's food.
it.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
comes with a
all you
refrigerator.
can eat inclusive condo.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know where
It's
we
all
would
there.
find is in our barbecue outside?
Yeah.
You know, in the bottom
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
the propane
They
tanks.
they love that.
They love it in there, and we would find all the droppings.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, just throw the whole barbecue away. I was like, just knowing that something was in there, running around in there. And listen, for $29.99 or $10 on a flex pay, if you have ever thought about this, you've ever, seen one, saw the droppings, called a guy, did a trap, did the things. I used to work at a news station, and I used to keep like all my condiments, like my ketchup packets and things, in a little bag in my desk. And one day I opened it, and something had chewed through the bag and chewed into all of my ketchup and my news. And so everybody was all freaked out. They were like, Tina's got a mouse in her thing. And they put the little sticky pads.
Yeah.
And then what happened
they're
was,
so cruel.
then the little mouse was
gets
stuck to the thing. It was awful. I have bad dreams about it all of the times.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
This is so much
I don't want
better
to see you.
and easier.
I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything. I just want you to not come in my home.
No. And here's the funny thing. There's people that have never had a problem with a rat or a mouse or any kind of a rodent. And they think that they're immune, that it's never going to happen. Let me tell you something. There's two types of people in the world. People who have had that problem and people who are going to have that problem. It's an inevitability. We share the planet with them. So it's going to, even
She's
like
hearing
people,
it.
No, she's definitely hearing it in the attic. That is their favorite spot up there, especially if you get like pack rats or something like that. But all you've got to do literally is just go up there and spray. And the same thing I said earlier about the bug repellent works with this one as well. Put it in that garden sprayer, walk around the outside of the house, spray the doorways. I love this idea of like places where there's food, spray there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that with normal, rodent repellents or poisons or stuff like that, but you could all day long do that with this, and especially in the engine compartment.
Lou, tell them again what's the ingredients again?
Yes, it's spearmint, it's peppermint, and it's corn mint that's inside of this.
Okay.
And there's actually menthol in that as well. So that's what drives them absolutely crazy is they smell that and it makes them nuts.
Okay, so this is what's going to come in the box,
Right,
okay?
those two.
These two things are going to come in there. And this one, when you squeeze it, this little part, this little compartment here.
I think I can show you. Let me look and see if this is opened yet. If
I don't
this
know if
one
this-
is, oh no, it is open. Let's look at this side, make sure that's open too.
Okay.
So watch this. So you see this container on the side here. If I close this, actually no, we got to leave that open. Watch this. If I squeeze that, see how it's filling up as I do that? So once I get to the top like that, that's the measurement that I'm going to pour into one of these other bottles, the spray bottles that you're getting. And then I just add water to it.
So I don't
and it's
even
so
need
simple.
another measuring cup.
No,
like
no,
this
no.
does
We get
the
everything
measuring.
pre-measured, and that's how we know you're going to get 8 bottles out of this.
So this is all concentrate. This is all formula.
Can you smell it?
Right?
Now that I just did that, the smell comes out of there, and it's nice. It smells very pleasant.
It's a very beautiful mint. So by the way, you take this little bit, you put it into this one, which we give you.
Right.
Then you're gonna do the water with it. So again, we don't want to sell you water. You've got that at home.
Right.
Now, you're making
8.
all of these bottles over and over and over again. So the $29.99.
All of these from this one.
From that one concentrate.
This one makes all of
those
these.
bottles.
Same thing goes for the bug one.
Yes.
This is a concentrate. That's the beautiful thing about this. Yeah.
And
I mean,
we have, we have bug zappers. There's like a
we got
million
100 ways that you could get rid of them.
that you can kill things. But
Yeah.
if I can save myself from the killing part, from the I have to look at you and dispose of you.
No, none of that.
Just
Yeah, that's it.
who knew?
Just spray it. I knew. Just walk around and spray it.
You knew? I had no idea that this combo of things, they don't like
would
that.
actually do that. They despise it.
That's so
to
weird.
us, it's wonderful. To them, they absolutely hate it. This thing, so this has been sitting out here this whole time. I haven't said anything about this. So I'm going to pick it up and just show everybody. This is a welcome mat, okay? So what you're going to do is take either one of these and spray this and make it into an unwelcome mat. You like that?
I see what you did
Yeah,
there.
you see that?
You're trying to be the funny one.
I am. I am the funny one now.
But things like that, you wouldn't want to put something chemically on there.
No, because
something
then you'd
that's
be tracking it all around your house.
Right.
You don't want that. That's the whole thing, guys. It's all about setting up barriers that they can't get through. Do the baseboards, do the cabinets, do everything in the house with this. And even outside you could do, and it'll keep them away.
Yeah.
They're not going to want to come in.
And so I think Brian, who's probably way better than with math, said if I did the 8 bottles,
Yes.
Brian, did you say like $3.75 a bottle?
Isn't that crazy? What else can you buy for $3.75 a bottle that's going to
Wild man came to my house with the hat on and the pickup truck and was going to charge me $3 grand to get rid of the
Going on safari.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
because I would have given him anything.
Yeah, just to get rid of them.
Yes, but my husband's like, chill out.
You just need this.
Let's see what else is out there.
Save yourself a couple bucks.
You know what? You're gonna have another sellout on your hands because these are going
Oh, gosh, I hope so.
really,
That'd be
really
wonderful.
quickly.
Yeah, it's great stuff, guys.
Blue.
Tina?
Welcome to PA.
All right.
Blue-eyed
Thank you.
Blue came with us to PA. I love it so much. We already talked about the amazing items from Watch Out. This is from Belmont Garden. We actually had this